Hello everyone. This video will go through the story of Hitman Trilogy. The story begins in 1999, with 47 being led by Diana into the secret international contract agency Raccoon Base, where he starts his training. Director Solders considered 47 a threat to all the agency, while Diana helps 47 to pass his final test and got accepted into ICA. Diana tells him that he should lay low until the agency contacts him. After Agent 47 leaves, he continues his life as a silent assassin, completing many assassinations throughout the years. In the year 2019, Agent 47 is given a contract assignment for Viktor Novikov and his girlfriend, Dalia Maglis. They are the ringleaders of an intelligence agency by the name of Iago. Iago has stolen top-secret information about MI6 agents in the Middle East, and 47 was sent to eliminate Novikov and Maglis before they sell the list to the highest bidders. However, one day before 47 kills them and escapes Paris, Novikov has already handed the secret list to a shadow client. Then 47 travels to Sapienza, Italy, to eliminate the creator of Ether Biotech Corporation, Silvio Caruso, and his assistant, Francesca De Santis, and destroys a lethal virus developed by them. 1 week later, in Johannesburg, an unidentified agent investigating the destruction of the virus is ambushed by the shadow client in his car. The shadow client reveals that he has been following the agent since the latter left Italy, after using Iago and the ICA to arrange for the destruction of the virus. He then holds the agent at gunpoint and demands a key. The agent threatens the man with reprisal by an organization called Providence. But in reply, the man mentions another man named Cobb who made a similar warning. The agent hands over his key and is shot. 2 days later, in New York City, two men discuss the death of the agent in Johannesburg and Cobb, who also carried the key, as well as the destruction of the virus. They realize that these events have all been orchestrated as an attack on Providence. They discover that a vault, which held information on Providence assets and operatives, requiring 2 keys to open, has been compromised and raided. During this time, 47 is first sent to Marrakesh, Morocco, to assassinate General Reza Zaidan and former banker CEO Klaus Stenberg, who are involved in a coup d'etat to the local government. Then he receives a contract to assassinate famed indie rock singer Jordan Cross, whose father Thomas is a billionaire, from the family of Jordan's dead girlfriend. 1 week later, Jordan's father is kidnapped and subsequently found dead after attending his son's funeral, and his offshore bank accounts are emptied by unknown parties. Diana informs 47 that the ICA, alerted by these events and patterns in the contract, is now searching for a single shadow client who has indirectly set each of the contracts in motion by leaking information to the actual clients. The ICA discovered that the shadow client's transmission was sent by Olivia Hall, a hacktivist from a farm compound in Colorado. The farm houses a training camp for a private militia led by Sean Rose, an eco-terrorist and a bomb maker connected to Thomas Cross kidnapping. Urged by Solders, the ICA board of directors orders an operation targeting Rose, under the assumption that he is the shadow client. In the camp's command center, 47 finds that Shadow Client has tracked his past assassinations over several decades, which would not be possible unless the Shadow Client knew his identity. Additionally, key figures from each contract influenced by the Shadow Client and many other persons are labeled as having ties to Providence, which Diana and 47 recognize as the name of a rumored secret organization of powerful elite that covertly controls world affairs. Finding a picture of Solders, 47 and Diana infer that he has served as Providence agents in infiltrating ICA. The ICA confirmed that Solders had defected Providence in exchange for cardiac transplantation to stave off Solders' incipient heart failure. Leveraging his power and influence, Providence has procured a rare right-sided heart required for the operation and admitted Solders to the Gamma Private Hospital in Hokkaido, Japan, for a fast-track surgery. To prevent Solders from giving a full list of ICA operatives to Providence and to issue a warning against interference with ICA sovereignty, 47 is admitted to the hospital to eliminate Solders. After 47 completes its mission, much later, Diana is approached by a Providence member on a train. He informs her that Providence, now aware of the Shadow Client's role in using the ICA to attack them, wishes to partner up with ICA and target the Shadow Client instead. In the face of Diana's reticence and suspicion of Providence's honor, he offers to provide information in exchange for an alliance, handing her an old photograph of a small boy who appears to be 47. ICA changed its main target, and 47 embarks on a mission to hunt the mysterious Shadow Client and disassemble his militia. His first lead is the location of one of Shadow Client's lieutenants, Alma Reyna. 47 is able to gain some intel on Shadow Client's activities from Reyna's home in New Zealand before eliminating her. Following the intel gained from Reyna, 47 is sent to Miami to assassinate tech giant Robert Knox and his daughter Sierra, who are Providence members defected to Shadow Client's side, presumably to protect themselves from his attacks. Then 47 heads to Colombia to assassinate drug lord Rico Delgado, who had been using his smuggling network to aid Shadow Client and his militia. A film producer in Mumbai is also eliminated by 47 for having helped to kill a Providence operative in Shanghai. The remaining members of Providence descend into consternation as their operatives are killed worldwide, but they manage to identify the Shadow Client as Lucas Gray, the former head of security to deceased Providence key holder Eugene Cobb. 47 follows Gray's trail to Romania, back to the very same asylum where he lived in his childhood. He encounters Gray, who reveals that they were both previously kept in the lab to be raised as assassins for Providence. 47 regains some of his memories, remembering that Gray was subject to 6, and that they both made a pact to take revenge on those responsible for turning them into assassins. The revelation leads to Diana meeting with Gray and his assistant, Hall, in Berlin. Gray reveals that the scientist responsible for his and 47's creation was a member of Providence, who are controlled by a leader known as the Constant, and 3 executive members known as the Partners. After Gray and 47's original plan to take down Partners failed, they decided to erase 47's memories, though Gray was able to escape before his memories were wiped. Gray's current objective is to capture the Constant, as he is the only person who knows the identity of the Partners. His only lead, however, is that 47 knew the identity of the first Constant. Gray then reveals an antidote he had stolen from the Ether Corporation that may counteract 47's memory loss. The antidote allows 47 to remember that the first Constant was a legendary Cold War spy master codenamed Janus, from whom 47 finds evidence that Janus was planning to meet the Constant at a gala held by the Ark Society, a plutocratic survivalist group created within Providence. Hall is able to pinpoint meeting location on a remote island in the North Atlantic. By eliminating Zoe and Sophia Washington, twin sisters and newly appointed chairwoman of Ark Society, 47 and Gray capture and extract the Constant. 47, Gray, and Diana interrogates Constant, who reveals that Providence is made up of Ingram, Carlisle, and Stuyvesant families, with each family having a representative that serves as a partner. He assists them in locating the 3 partners by suggesting that they follow the money to their individual accounts at the Milton Fitzpatrick Investment Bank. 47 is sent to the bank's New York branch to both steal data on the partner accounts and eliminate director Athena Savalas, a Providence herald, in order to cover their tracks. The bank data show that partners made payment to Haven, a small corporation operating out of the Maldives that specializes in identity management for wealthy criminals. Realizing that partners have started new lives under new identities, 47 is sent to Haven's private island to eliminate corporation leaders to buy Hall enough time to hack their servers before they are scheduled to be reset. At the same time, the captured Constant, now revealed as Arthur Edwards, unexpectedly escapes with controlling the shares of Providence sent to his account instead of those of the partners. After obtaining the new identities and whereabouts of the Providence partners, 47 and Gray have tracked them down to the Burj Al Ghazali in Dubai, where they are attending the building's inauguration as guests of its owner, Sheikh Omar Al Ghazali. As 47 and Gray skydive toward the building's top floors, they witness Alexa Alice Carlisle hastily leaving the building. Diana suspects the reason is due to the Constant, Arthur Edwards, who has been seizing Providence resources since his escape from captivity. While Diana tracks Kyle Lau, 47 and Gray continue their mission to infiltrate Burj al-Ghazali and eliminate remaining partners, Kyle Ingram and Marcus Diverson. Working together, 47 and Gray eliminated 2 partners during the inauguration. Kyle Lau, having sensed something afoul, fled to the Thornbridge Manor in Dartmoor, one of her 3 grand houses. The Kyle Lau family is holding a memorial for its matriarch, who faked her death that May, at the same time as an ongoing investigation into the apparent suicide of her brother, Zachary. 47 travels to the manor to dispatch Kyle Lau and acquire intel on escaped former constant Edwards. Following the partner's death, Edwards assumes full control of Providence and deploys mercenaries who capture Gray and Diana. Gray commits suicide to ensure 47 is not captured. 47 arranges to meet hacker Olivia Hall, Gray's only other trusted ally, in Berlin. Discovering that the ICA is tailing them, 47 staves off the pursuit by infiltrating the nearby nightclub, run by an outlaw motorcycle club, and eliminating a number of plainclothes ICA agents. Unable to locate Edwards and still on the lam, 47 and Hall decide to conclusively stop ICA by exposing it to the public. 47 eliminates the overseers of ICA data storage facility in Chongqing, China, allowing Hall to steal and publish all the ICA operational data, while deleting all records of 47 and Diana. The ICA is irrevocably compromised and forced to shut down, ending 47's career as a professional assassin. Meanwhile, Edwards attempts to convert Diana to succeeding him as constant, and seeks her betrayal of 47 by finally revealing his killing of her parents. Diana seemingly double deals both sides, accepting Edwards' offer while inviting 47 to a gathering of Providence members in Mendoza, Argentina, where he is instructed to eliminate only people opposed to Diana's succession, Tamara Vidal and Don Yates, so that she can dismantle the organization upon assuming control. While he follows her instruction, 47's longtime trust in Diana is finally shaken when she incapacitates him with poison and confronts him with the murder of her parents. In a nightmare, a vision of Gray persuades 47 that Diana has not betrayed him, but rather helped to put Edwards within his reach. 47 wakes up imprisoned on a moving train in the Carpathian Mountains, with Edwards also on board. Though Edwards intends to make 47 into an assassin for Providence once more by wiping his memory with a serum injection, 47 breaks free, kills Edwards, and flees into the nearby forest. Meanwhile, Diana assumes power as constant and forces Providence members to resign their leadership position at major global corporations, destroying Providence's power structure. 1 year later, 47 reunites with Diana, and the pair return to their former roles as assassin and handler respectively, as a means of keeping the power of global elites in check.